Hey, welcome back to the Grottu show. It's June 24th, 2021, in the year of our Lord. Again, we're coming to you from satellite from Grottuville, Sweden. I'm working on the theater room. Got a lot of stuff to do. Thought I'd do a live stream since I have unlimited time this month, and I'm going to have a film festival, show you some videos and films and things while I'm cleaning. So you can watch a video, and then a little tiny screen over here, you can see me cleaning, and that should be fascinating, huh? So, first of all, when I was a kid, we couldn't really control what films we saw. Whatever was on television at the time was what was available. Or you could go to the movie theater and buy a ticket to see something. Otherwise, if you wanted to actually own a film, you'd have to have little things like this, which is a reel of 8mm film that you would project, right? Remember these guys? So, oh, this isn't a film. What is this? Get this. It's a puzzle. The Leech puzzle. If you solve it, many get stuck. It's a sticker. Solution sent on receipt of postage. Place the blocks in box as per diagram. From Hutchinson, Kansas, USA. Look at all the stuff that Leech Products makes. So I guess this is a little promotional thing from the company. So you're supposed to put the blocks in there the way they say. It's like an early Rubik's Cube. Stick with Leech. This is our new sponsor here on the Grottu channel, by the way. Leech Products. I don't know where I came across this, honestly. I have no idea. Here's a Super 8 film. Squirm. This is a terror worm. This was the night of the crawling terror. Look at that poster. And it's Ken Films. The length is 42.5 meters. Yeah, this is the way to see the Ten Commandments on a Super 8 film reel. Oh, let's see what the comments are saying over here. I'm sorry I'm going to miss this one. It sounds like fun. I have to go back to bed, though. Do you have unlimited streaming time every month now? If I pay for it. I only paid for 1 month, and that started last Tuesday, so I'd have to cough up another 20-something bucks. Gotham City Comics says, hey, Grottu, and Myers says, hail a Grottu. And so here's Planet of the Apes. Man hunted, caged by civilized apes. It's selected scenes. You mean there's not the entire film on this reel? Yeah. Usually they tell you if it's color or black and white. Yeah. Super 8. The thing about these, even if you don't have a film projector, they're fun just for the box art. They're really great for display. Here's Battle for the Planet of the Apes, which most people recognize as the weakest in the series. I mean, the original series, the 5 movies. Now, obviously, Tim Burton made a pretty weak entry, but that doesn't count. 2 civilizations battle for the right to inherit what's left of the earth. Here's a Heckle and Jekyll House Busters. Yeah, fine. See, I'm obsessive compulsive. I have to make sure. Oh shit! See, it's not right because I need to have the lid on correctly. So it's like that. My wrist is killing me. Getting carpal tunnel from. Let's see what. There's new comments. It says. Make the reach for a fine line of leech products. Yeah, that's a good line. Those fine magpies of mirth, says Zombo. And Tom Smith says, were there any sad sack films? Not that I'm aware of. There were Beale Bailey cartoons. Maybe we could watch some of those here in our film festival we're going to have in a minute. Here's another Heckle and Jekyll. So I made an appointment. I'm going in for my yearly physical. I'm supposed to have it, so I'm going into tomorrow at 9 to this doctor. That, oh well, so that should be fun. Here's Spider-Man. It's a boy is bitten by a radioactive spider, becomes Spider-Man. He fights his first crime. This is the '67 cartoon. Yeah, it's his origin story. It's from the second season. Oh, look at this. It's color. Star Wars. There's Star Wars. Everyone knows it's I bet that's a collectible now. But I've always loved this. Night of the Blood Beast. That's actually the guy lifting his head off his body is really from the poster of Beast of Blood, but I'm not complaining. No girl was safe while this head-hunting thing roamed the land. Astounding. Do you buy those when they're released or from collections? No, I got them right off the store shelf before VCRs existed. In 1957. Oh, Meyer Greenblatt was saying there's a sad sack movie. Yo, Jerry Lewis, right. I thought that Tom was talking about cartoons. I haven't seen the Jerry Lewis movie. This one or two as a kid. Yeah, I don't think there were sad sack cartoons. Yeah, there was a sad sack movie. Live action. This is a great one. The Spider. It must eat you to live. 50 tons of creeping black horror. This stuff was these films were sold in the back of Famous Monsters of Filmland, but you could pick them up at Kmart or camera stores. And they were relatively expensive. But I always admired the artwork on them and everything.
Household finance.
Where'd that go?
Try to have money put away for a rainy day. But when heavy or unexpected expenses wipe out those funds, it helps to have someone nearby who's more than a fair weather friend. That's HFC.
Little block fell out of my leech puzzle.
Has a loan to help you.
Sorry.
You can get money for paying bills, making a major purchase, buying a better car, taking a vacation, or for any good purpose. Yes, whatever your money needs, HFC can help. Call Household Finance now.
I was a teenage Frankenstein. Some people put these up, they transfer these and put them on YouTube so you can see what the experience was like. Here's an actual old one. This one I did not buy new. I bought this one at an antique store or something. Anyway, Howdy Doodie's Christmas.
All right, get set, both of you. Here comes the count.
You can watch this on YouTube.
5 seconds. Countdown.
Here's the piece of ass de resistance. Rodan, the flying monster. Look at that guy falling out of his mouth. He's a sloppy eater. The problem is some asshole with tape fucked it up, but still amazing. So, astounding, huh? Let's see what people are saying here. Meyer says,
This is all we need to get to the planet Mars. Quick, man, what is it?
Grottu likes artist models a lot. Yes, I like it too. I would recommend any of them. Also, I recommend old telethon footage. Howdy does look like Alfred Newman.
But next time,
Hey, Grottu says Movie World Comics.
with cool, refreshing Bubble Up. Bubble Up has a tart, tangy taste that quenches your thirst with a bubbly kiss of lemon, kiss of lime. Bubble Up. Now that you've got a choice, come on.
Remember, Bubble Up is the official sponsor of the Grottu Orloff television program.
The most valuable
Bubble
accessory
Up.
in your car is your radio.
Today from Moscow, we learn
The nicest appliance in your kitchen is your radio.
But John, think of the children.
At home or on the way, go with radio. And keep that dial on 1080 KRLD radio.
Okay, so let's look at some films. Let's do a reaction video. They just posted a new trailer for James Gunn's Suicide Squad reinvention. It's, I guess, in theory, a sequel, but he's, the original was so terrible. He's currently kind of started over. So let's see what this looks like. And let's see, am I in the corner there? Yeah. All right. So I'll do a reaction video like everyone else does on YouTube.
Robert Dubois. He's in prison for putting Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet.
I'm not joining your suicide squad.
We'll see.
My court date is coming up. And Miss Waller said maybe you could help me out.
You're flexing in my door!
Stand down.
Miss Waller, I don't...
Stand down! I wouldn't take such extreme measures if this mission went more important than you could possibly imagine. Are you in or out? Good. Let's meet your team.
It's okay, I'm not okay.
Each member is chosen for his or her own completely unique set of abilities.
I need to feel the raindrops on my head.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Let's go number 2.
Good enough.
Is this thing a dog?
A dog? What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
I'm gonna go with Afghan Hound.
Oh my god, is it a werewolf?
Yo, it's not into a werewolf! Yo, let me out! Hey, he's not a werewolf, okay? He's a weasel. He's harmless.
I mean, he's not harmless. He's killed 27 children, but,
Your mission is to destroy every trace of something known only as Project Starfish. Any questions?
Starfish? This is a slang term for a butthole. Think there's any connection?
No.
all right. Let's get it. This is suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
I'm a superhero!
That's my dad.
I'm gonna get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Ratatouille, what do you got?
Bird.
Now it. Stay off the comp.
Okay, so that's that. Yeah, the trailer kind of made me think of that building that collapsed in Miami this morning. Kind of some of that footage kind of looked like the aftermath that I've been seeing this morning. Well, we'll see what that movie is like soon, won't we? Here's something that's kind of cool. Not this PlayStation ad. The Marvel Superheroes cartoon series in 1966. A lot of times it was shown in local markets with kids show hosts, and this is a cool. We got to get past this damn ad. Ugh, horrible. Okay, so this is well. Let's see if there's a description for this. Okay. All right. Wonderful. How do I get back to it? All right. Okay. So, shit. See, this is what kills my wrist is trying to do this. Shot off the TV with a Super 8mm camera. Audio recorded on a reel-to-reel by placing the microphone near the TV speaker. This is Captain America, played by Arthur Pierce on WNAC TV Channel 7. So there were no VCRs in 1966. If you wanted to record something off the television, this kid or adult or whoever did this actually aimed a Super 8mm camera at the TV screen while recording the sound separately on a reel-to-reel audio recorder, then married the two together, and that's how we have this record of what's his name again? Arthur Pierce playing Captain America. And he's got all the Stan Lee jargon down pretty well. He even references Brand Ech and all that. So let's make this big and let's watch this because it's certainly historical for comic book people.
From out of the depths of evil come some of the most bizarre and unscrupulous enemies of mankind. Fortunate for us, however, we the people have such superheroes as Captain America.
To be or not to be a Marvelite? That is the question. Whether 'tis noble to join this jazzy group or go forth to evade the slings and arrows of grandeur, or to take up arms against the sea of superhero competitors, and by opposing to read them, to spy, to doze no more, because Marvel masterwork so imprints the heart, and the thousand groovy shocks the Marvel bullpens swamp up. 'Tis an exaltation devoutly to be blissed, to enjoy, to view, to snore, to perchance dream. Aye, there's the super action, for in the Marvel superheroes show of shows, when we blow our minds with glee, we want more swinging epics. There's the catch that makes waiting for 4:30 each day.
Tony Stark makes you feel he's a cool exec with a heart of steel. And Iron Man, all jets of flame, he's like Jack Slick with recovery ring. Amazing armor, amazing power.
Well, oh shut your, god damn. How is that even superhero music? These book and record sets from Power Records were, let's see, very, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing, or pardon me here. So yeah, show you, you would, you have a skip ad.
From out of the depths of
Sorry, I'm not too sophisticated with this. See, this is a Captain America comic, and it has a record in the back. 5 RPM record. Listen to it, and these are my childhood power records. And I was going to listen to some power records on YouTube while I clean up this room, so you can listen along with me as part of our film festival. And then let's first listen to Captain America and the Falcon. And a phoenix shall arise. Okay.
Power Records presents Captain America and the Falcon in And a Phoenix Shall Arise. Captain America and the Falcon on night patrol.
Hey, Cap, what's with you, bud? You're moping around like you just lost your last friend. Definitely ain't. Not while I'm around.
What? You'll have to run that by again, Sam. I'm a bit slow on the uptake this evening. Some nights it just gets worse than others, that's all. Some nights it just gets worse.
Worse? What gets worse, Cap? Now I'm the one who doesn't follow.
I can't shake it tonight. The feeling that I'm a walking anachronism. A guy who looks like he's 20, even though he was fighting Hitler's horde some 30 years ago.
Huh? Now what made that old bugaboo creep up on you all over again?
A lot of things, maybe, all adding up. I guess it started when I fought the madman who took my place during the 50s.
Okay. So you were on ice for 20 years. But why pick tonight for this out-of-my-time jazz to get you down?
I don't know. It's just a feeling I've got. Like something's about to happen, but I don't know what.
Frankly, Shield Slinger, we don't know either. But if we all move our eyes exactly one panel to the right, we'll all find out together. Now.
Falcon! Look! Ah, that's what I call cutting it close. You okay, old buddy?
Feeling no pain. Not yet, anyhow. But if that big bang had come 1 inch nearer, what was it, anyhow? Some kind of ray?
Sure looks like it. We're both lucky it didn't.
Luck had nothing to do with it, fool. Cap, look, up there.
I see, Falcon. I see.
Do you? Do you really? Then know that your treacherous eyes gaze upon the face and form of the Phoenix. Know, too, that you'll not escape my vengeance. Vengeance? Is that dressed to kill dude an old sparring partner of yours, Cap?
Negative, chum. I thought he was one of yours.
Such wit in the face of adversity is admirable but futile. Feel the fury of the Phoenix now!
I'll keep him occupied, Falcon. You get moving. On the double.
But even as laser-like beams blast still another hole in the crumbling rooftop, Sam Wilson's ever-alert mind is already light years ahead of his fast-churning feet.
Go like a bat, Redwing. No way I'm bothering to run. Doesn't take an instant replay to see what that maniac is up to. Lately, he's firing just at Cap. As far as he's concerned, I'm not even here. Well, I don't know who that cat is, or why he's got a hate on for Cap. But I sure aim to find out. So, Birdman, you sneaked up on me from behind. Precisely the kind of tactics I should have expected from you. Save a conversation, cause I'm not behind you now, flame face. Out of my way, fool! This is good enough for you. As for you, my red, white, and blue foe, I've no desire to kill you. Not right now. Not when I can make you suffer all the more by slaying the one you call the Falcon.
Sam's stunned. No way to reach them in time.
So watch, my friend, watch and grieve. Eh? My weapons charge. Exhausted? Then your just desserts must wait, Captain America, until we meet again. Perhaps tomorrow.
I'll be waiting, mister. He's agile, I'll say that for him. I've been known to do a little rooftop leaping myself, in the approved superhero manner. Hope it'll do me some good against the so-called Phoenix. You all right, Sam?
You must
asking that question, Cap. One thing's clear, though. Namely, that I'm getting to be a real drag in the masked sidekick department. I wound up being nothing more than a hostage. If I hadn't been here...
That madman could still have picked me off. He just didn't want to, that's all.
Okay. You made your point. Now what? Had any second thoughts about who that might have been?
Not yet. I've had a lot of enemies in my day, though. And you can bet your beak I'm going to spend the next 24 hours going over the list. Maybe the Phoenix was just tossing me a red herring to keep me from guessing who he really is. But his taunts are the only lead I've got. Only thing is, Captain America's got more arch enemies than most people have relatives. Power man killers like the Red Skull. I thought he took the plunge a few months ago. But can I truly be sure he's dead? One thing certain anyway, it can't be Baron Zemo. He was a holdover from the big war too. But a rock slide finished him off several years back. Don't know. I buried it. Maybe the Viper, Dr. Faustus, even Solar.
Dr. Fauci.
Wonder if it could be Solar. That death ray of his.
Bill Gates.
It's possible. Not likely, though.
Hillary Clinton.
Why would he use a rifle instead of his own sun-powered superpowers? There's only one way to learn the secret of the Phoenix, and that's by building a better mousetrap. With one slightly used defrosted shield slinger as bait. Been out for hours now, though, and no sign.
Hold up there, Cap. Me and Redwing thought we'd come keep you company if you don't mind.
As a matter of fact, I do mind.
What? What's with you, partner? I just thought...
Look, I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt your feelings. But since you asked, I'll give it to you straight. I've been thinking about some of the things you said last night, and I've decided you were right the first time. The time you could have given me a helping hand was then, and you blew it. So go play with your pet birdie somewhere else, okay? Like the lady said, I want to be alone.
Okay, partner. Any way you want to play.
What an asshole.
You want alone? You got it.
I really hated to play that little number on Sam. Wow! But that Phoenix character wants me pretty bad, and I won't risk the Falcon catching one that's meant for Captain America. I've had a lot of partners in my time, and sometimes I think I've caused them a lot of grief. Those brave people putting their lives on the line for me. I'd better get back to business now, though, because if the Phoenix is still gunning for me, he can't help but see me up here.
Captain America in Times Square. And Mom told me New York was no place to go for my vacation. He's gorgeous.
He's still around? Are you kidding, mister? In my book, Cap's the greatest.
Funny, I don't seem to get a kick out of the crowds the way I used to. I'd better keep looking. No sign of Phoenix, so it's time to hit the road.
Although Cap searches everywhere, he finds nothing until...
Hey, Dirt! That guy must have run into something to muss him up like that, and that something may be the Phoenix.
He's after me. I've got to get away.
Easy, fella. You can relax now.
Captain America! Oh, thank God.
What happened to you?
Some costume nut with a ray gun just tried to kill me. He was raving mad, Cap. Said he knew I was you in disguise, that I couldn't escape his vengeance.
That sounds like my man, all right.
And he was in the alley. That's him.
It is Phoenix. And if he is as bananas as you say, I'm not taking any chances. It's not the real Phoenix. It's a robot. But that means... some kind of gas. It's filling my lungs. Burning them. I can't get any...
It worked. Once more, Captain America's helpless before the power of the Phoenix. But this time, you star-spangled swine, you will not escape me. This dirty little alley is your final battlefield. Let that thought penetrate your oxygen-starved brain, Captain America.
But why?
Why? When you've suffered as much as I have, you living relic, then you can ask that question, and the answer will come in the searing blast of my death ray.
Who are you?
Blackness descends. When Captain America opens his eyes next...
You recovered from the gas far sooner than I had expected, Captain America. But still not soon enough to save yourself. The chains, of course, are far too strong for even you to snap.
What's behind all this, Phoenix? What madman's grudge do you have against me?
I would have thought my identity would have become obvious to you, Captain. My namesake, the spirit bird of legend that rises from the ashes of its own destruction to live anew. The death ray I used to lure you into my trap. The boiling substance in the vat below you. Or don't you recognize that substance? Adhesive X.
Adhesive X! It can't be. The villain who invented it died years ago. There's no way he could have survived. And you're years younger than he was.
Of course I am, you fool. Because the man you call a villain was my father, Baron Zemo, the man you destroyed. What do you really know of the man you murdered, Captain? You hated him for his work on behalf of the Nazis, but my mother and I, we loved him. He was a brilliant man, working tirelessly for the cause of the Third Reich. And you Americans condemned him for this. And when he invented a marvelous laser device, your papers called it a death ray, and started an insidious propaganda campaign against its inventor. I remember it clearly, even today. The campaign worked. My father became the most hated man in Germany and had to wear a mask to conceal his face from those who would harm him. He was wearing it the day that you attacked him. He just developed Adhesive X, the most powerful adhesive ever invented. Once applied, nothing could remove it. You were determined to rob the Reich of that discovery. Your shield crashed through the adhesive tank, spilling its contents. And in destroying the invention, you also destroyed the inventor. For the cursed mask he was forced to wear had become permanently fixed to his face, never to be removed. And that drove my father mad. Madness changed him. He even took his hatred out on his family. Then he left us, disappeared. Soon afterward, my mother died. Oh, I survived, but I was plagued by a burning hatred for one man, you. Then one day, I saw my chance. I returned to Castle Zemo. There, surrounded by my father's greatest achievements, I was determined to recreate his two greatest inventions, Adhesive X and the Death Ray, and use them to destroy Captain America. And as you doubtless noticed, my dear Captain, I succeeded admirably.
Give it up, son. You don't really want to continue a battle that should have ended 25 years ago, do you?
Do you think a flowery speech will stop me now? You killed my father, and you're going to die for it in a boiling vat of Adhesive X.
You want to rephrase that, sauerkraut?
The Falcon.
Good guess, Tucson.
The name of your destroyer is Phoenix.
Same difference. They're both in Arizona.
Falcon, I left you back in the city. How did you manage to locate me here?
Come on, Cap. You didn't really expect me to fall for that I want to be alone routine, did you? I put a certified shield tracer on your own grand old shield. Uh-oh, I think I'm gonna be busy.
Prepare to die, you flunky.
Not that time, Archie.
You can't escape my way for long, Falcon. You shall join Captain America in death. What? The accursed bird?
Looks like Brother Red Wing is giving me all the opening I need to put Son of Frankenstein away for keeps. You don't know it, man, but you're just what the Doc ordered. I needed something to prove that my partnership with Cap was still a good idea. And, baby, you're it.
Falcon, ease up on him. He's not a real villain. Just a misguided fool still fighting World War II. It's no use. Sam can't hear me, but I can't let him injure the Phoenix. The war took too many lives, left too many hatreds unhealed. I can't let it go on. I've got to use all my strength as never before. Got to keep pulling and pulling until... Have to make it to the balcony. I'm only going to get this one chance.
Oof. What's the matter with you, Cap? You want that nut to get away?
Locking him up isn't the answer to 25 years of blind hatred. We've got to try to reason with him.
While those fools are arguing, they've given me the opportunity to finish them off once and for all with Captain America's own shield. Turning your back on me was unforgivably stupid, Captain America.
What? Don't be a fool, man. You don't know how to use my shield. You could...
He ain't fired it, Cap.
Guide my hand, my father, as I avenge your death.
Missed, but just by a hair.
But now it's heading back at the Phoenix. Dear God, I've got to try to save him.
It's too late, Cap. Too late.
The big war just claimed another victim, Sam, and I couldn't save him.
Come on, Steve. It wasn't your fault.
Wasn't it, Sam? The Avengers revived more than an out-of-sync soldier when they freed me from that iceberg.
What do you mean, Steve?
They revived a whole generation's hatreds. Hatreds that should have been left frozen a quarter of a century ago. Say it again, Sam. Say it isn't my fault. Maybe the second time, I'll believe it.
Goodbye, Captain America. Till we meet again.
Beneath the planet of the apes. Man has always peered fearfully into the future, dreading the glimpse that will show him all his dreams turned to dust. Several thousand years into our future, this man, astronaut Taylor, has had his glimpse of nightmare. He clings to sanity, but only barely.
So now I know. I've traveled through a time warp in space thousands of years into the future and back to my own planet. And now I know that sometime after I left, my people went the way of nuclear destruction. If only they could see their legacy. What's left of the world is topsy-turvy. Apes, talking apes, rule Earth. Humans are mute animals, like you, my lovely Nova. Where do we go from here? Back there are the apes thirsting for my blood. Ahead? What? Well, be it ever so humble. That was home, Nova, but it's certain that nobody's home now to welcome us. Fire! How? What's feeding it? The fire's gone. I don't get it. Either I've lost my mind or... But you saw it, Nova. And the horse. Let's try again. Whoa! I don't know what's happening here, but I'll have to go ahead alone, Nova. Wear this, Nova. If anything happens, go back to Ape City. Find Zira, the chimpanzee psychologist. She'll help you. And keep away from the gorillas. Ice? Am I having hallucinations? Is there something supernatural trying to block my way? I'll hack my way through.
Gone. Ice and Taylor both. The grim wreckage of a great city shimmers in an eerie stillness as silent as Nova's scream. Distraught and bewildered, Nova rides aimlessly toward a sight that will only confuse her more.
Skipper, speak to me. It's Brent. Skipper, hang on. Where are we? I don't know. We were following Taylor's exact trajectory and probably duplicated his fate. I don't know where we are, but the smashed instruments tell us when. 3955 AD. You shouldn't joke at a time. A time? Skipper! What a fool's errand. Searching for a lost spaceship. Now there are two. Hello. Oh, no. I'm dreaming. None of this is true. You don't smash up a spaceship and step out to meet a beautiful ragamuffin out for a morning canter. I am Brent. Brent. You understand? Whoops. No sale. Wait. I look for Taylor. Taylor.
The name strikes a responsive chord in Nova.
Taylor. We came down right on target.
To his dismay, Brent soon learns that Nova is mute.
Where? Where is Taylor? Well, nothing ventured. Let's look, huh? Maybe somebody around here can speak.
Under a slack rein, the horse heads for home.
I've never seen such desolation. We always thought there must be life on other planets, but who'd bet on one like this? Hey, vegetation! Things are looking up.
Brent's voice reminds Nova of Taylor. She is almost peaceful, till her animal's sharp eyes spot something.
Hey, what?
General Ursus has called for a giant rally in the arena tonight. At last, action!
Gorillas? In uniform? On horseback? And talking? Wow! They'll never believe this back home. As soon as it's dark, baby, we find that arena.
I alone can lead you to victory over the unknown enemy that lurks in the forbidden zone. An enemy that threatens our very existence. Are they human? This threat to our ape civilization? If so, we shall wipe them out. Crowding us off our precious land.
Something from mankind's past, seen in an ape's nightmare. Let's get away from here while we can.
Suddenly, Nova grabs Brent's arm and points at two chimpanzees slipping out of the arena. The gorillas have gone mad, Zira. Imagine civilized apes going to war.
Not apes, Cornelius. Gorillas.
It's a gas!
Oh, no.
You've come back. Is that Taylor with you?
No, I'm Brent. You know Taylor?
Another talking human. We had great affection for Taylor.
Zira saved him from death and worse at the hands of... But never mind. You must leave immediately. The gorillas lost for war. They've been seeking a pretext, and now scouts have disappeared in the forbidden zone. No human will be safe. Probably no chimpanzees either. Go! Do not fall into their hands. Two chimpanzees disappear into the night.
They're gone. Nova, I've never met a girl with such interesting friends. War. War. I can smell it. Hey, either you're beginning to understand or you have a keen nose. You know, back home, the trouble with most women was that they talk too much.
Suddenly, the angry whine of a bullet.
Gorillas. Starting now, I follow my chimpanzee's advice.
Brent's skillful riding frustrates his pursuers. But as they race deep into the forbidden zone, to the outskirts of a molten ruin, the glassy crust beneath them gives way. Stunned, Brent vaguely hears the disappearing clatter of his horse's hooves. He squints at a great underground cavern.
Oh, no! Nova, do you realize? Taylor, you're telling me that he made the same discovery. This is Earth. My Earth. And mankind blew it. I wonder when. As if it makes any difference. Nova, is that light ahead? Is this an underground city or graveyard?
Suddenly, weird, compelling organ music fills the square.
Music. You hear it, Nova? Do you hear a voice, too? Come to the cathedral. The music is coming from there, but the voice is inside my head.
Speaking in a whisper, Brent holds Nova to the shadows.
They're praying. They're not making a sound, but I can hear their prayer. Oh, Lord, look what they're worshiping. An atomic bomb. Do you hear them? We reveal our inner selves to our maker.
The strange worshippers pull at their faces. Despite himself, a strangled cry escapes Brent as he sees the ghastly heritage of atomic radiation. The bomb is indeed their maker. Immediately, Brent and Nova are surrounded by mutants and bombarded by telepathic questions.
I'm from your past. I seek a man named Taylor. Please, cover your faces. Yes, I know Taylor. You mean he's alive? Temporarily? What do you mean?
Brent?
An incredible reunion.
I haven't seen you for 2,000 years. Yes, I should have left a message. Meet me in the cathedral under the atom bomb. That's the Alpha Omega bomb, Brent. Do you know what that means?
It's a very special friend
That's
of
the
mine, a
Doomsday
very
bomb
favorite
built
little
as a
pal.
deterrent to war back in the 1970s. Evidently, it didn't stop atomic warfare. But if that one had gone off, not even this much would have been left.
A chain reaction would have destroyed even the planet itself.
Exactly.
That is precisely why we worship it, as an instrument of peace.
You can speak.
Of course, we usually bypass such primitive communication, but with primitives...
Well, listen to this, primitive. Defuse that bomb. If the gorillas ever lay hands on it...
Gorillas?
Gorillas. Marching on this city right now.
The guerrillas are indeed marching to the outskirts of the city, where they are stopped.
A great wall of fire! Our enemy is mighty.
Gorillas! How will they pass our wall of fire, our bottomless chasm, our precipice of ice?
Illusions, all illusions. What if they're all too thick to be frightened off?
Great challenges urge us to achieve greatness! Follow!
Amid the thunder of thousands of hooves, the guerrillas blindly follow their leader.
General, the flames have no heat. Illusion! Our enemy hopes to beat us with illusion! Then they are clever. Perhaps too clever for us. Nonsense! This means they are weak!
And the guerrilla hordes ride over a chasm and through a precipice of ice.
Your Excellence, guerrilla troops are streaming into our city.
The bomb! Let me try to defuse it.
You will stay where you are.
The mutant chief projects paralyzing thought waves.
My head!
I can't move.
The power of the bomb will preserve peace.
Great doors burst open.
Halt! Or face destruction! Another mighty illusion, puny human!
Stop, both of you!
Enough play! So be it!
The bomb glows with deadly heat. In the hum of doom, Nova speaks her first and last word. With this unspeakable explosion, the city once again, and for all time, is destroyed. And in the doomsday chain reaction, so also is the planet called Earth. And now we too have seen the future. Must it be our future? Now that we know, can we make sure it will not be?
That artwork's pretty good. I don't know who the artist is on this particular comic. The artwork was done for Power Records, and don't know. All right, so let's see what we can do here.
We are going on a family vacation. Everybody is so excited for this. If you don't know about Vermont.
Hey, so check it out. This is a emergency sleeping bag. These things normally cost $30.
I got them. $1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential. I wrote the bill on the environment. Pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now. What's happening? I got them. $1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential. I wrote the bill on the environment. Pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now. What's happening?
We are going.
Beneath the planet of the apes.
Man has always peered fearfully into the future, dreading the glimpse that will show him all his dreams turn to dust.
Tonight's Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet is brought to you by
ABC, where you'll see the most talked about man on television, Batman. See him in color every Wednesday and Thursday nights.
I get the moment.
Let's watch this cartoon. Just put up 2 hours ago by Jerry Beck.
How do you do, everybody? We associate the spirit of carefree lightness with the glowworm or firefly. This sentiment was captured by a musician and formed into an immortal classic. Verses have been sung to this dainty melody in all languages. Suppose we sing it, letting the bouncing ball guide us. All ready? Let's go!
With one night full silence, one night full silence, one moment free. Lovers wander across the sea, the final sea. And they to their way, to their way, not always lightly. I stand guided as the day, stand guided as the day, and sing the brightly. Here and there and everywhere, one more here.
Attention! You will be buried free if you die during the hollow chamber of blood and gore. Live on stage from Hollywood, California, 3 vampire people who come into the audience seeking fresh, warm human blood, plus
Frankenstein in person, not on film. See the ethereal materialization of Liz Taylor as Cleopatra. Free spirit photo of Liz Taylor to the first 500 boys at the box office. Free ID bracelets to all girls who can take the shock of blood and gore. This is so terrifying that the management is giving a free 2-for-1 pass to everyone who does not see utter terror on stage, not movies, every scene live. You must see to believe. See the horror chamber of blood and gore.
Don't miss our next episode, Fuels Rush In, or the Star-Spangled Boner.
Soon, at this theater, they'll be coming together, the model and the hooker. Don't miss this double-barreled show of intrigue, action, love, and excitement. Hooker's Revenge and the Photographer's Model. They are inside exposés of girls who take bloody revenge when pushed too far. See what trouble photographers' models can get into and be an eyewitness to a hooker's revenge. Here are some scenes from these two unusual films.
With Realtor.com's home alerts, we found our new desert home really fast.
When cruelty knows no bounds, when evil knows no limits, revenge strikes with its most frightening power. Hooker's Revenge.
We've got a pack of trouble. Trigger killed one of her regular clients yesterday. I'm betting she's out to get the three of us.
They defiled her beauty. They robbed her of speech. They brutalized her body. And when they had finished, she used what was left to repay every blow with her own terrible kind of revenge.
I sure do like these egg fries. Me too, Muskie. I can just taste them right now. Make mine scramble there, Mus. Who's going to get the eggs? Why, old Muskie always gets the eggs. Sure, he's the fastest critter in the South. He can get by old Deputy Dog without even trying hard. It's possible. It's possible. Be sure you get plenty, Muskie. I'm starved. Tape out. This means you. Now, old Deputy Dog knows I can't read writing. Ooh, Muskie at it again. I'll get 2 for old Mr. Alligator, 2 for me, 2 for Tycoon, 2 for me, and 2 for Vincent Van Gogh, and 2 for me, and 2 for Old Owl, and 2 for me, and 2 for Mother Moose, and 2 for me. Oh, Muskie, don't give up that easy. He'll be back. Why don't you give up, Mus? You know you ain't gonna get no eggs while old Deputy Dog's on the job. I reckon he'll try to outspeed me next. Just wait till he hits this goose grease. Ooh-wee! Look at that little old rascal come. I think you're
slept, Mus. That goose grease won't bother me none now. Ooh, here it come again. Why don't you give up, little muskrat? You taking an awful bait. Wonder what he gonna try next. Try a little creek mud poultice on that lump, muskrat. I think he had about enough for one day. Help! Help, somebody! I'm sinking in the creek mud. Old Muskie done fell in getting that creek mud for his head. Hold up, Mus. I'll get you out. But quick, you done pull his tail off, Deputy Dog. You'll find the rest of them in the hen house. Oh, man, he done cleaned out every egg in the house. Hey, Deputy Dog, how you like your eggs? You like them fried or scrambled? We got plenty for everybody. Now, looky here, Deputy Dog, if you let that muskrat take one more egg, you're fired. I think I'll go get some more eggs, boy. You do that, Mus. When Muskie gets this, they're sure gonna pay you exposure. Today just seems to be my day. I hope old Muskie likes scrambled eggs, 'cause he's sure gonna get some. Took him right out from under old Deputy Dog's nose. He's certainly going to get in a great deal of trouble over this. I hear the sheriff told old Deputy Dog that if you got one more egg, he was going to fire him. I'm about to break old Muskrat of egg taking 1 cent fall, Sheriff. Mr. Sheriff, are you going to fire old Deputy Dog if I take any more eggs? I sure am, Muskrat. I don't want to get him in trouble, so I brought these back. Give me the old egg. Here, Mus, you can have these on the house. Yeah, please. You gone crazy, Deputy Dog? Give me them eggs. Take those eggs away. Got room in the woods till this blows over, Muskrat? Be my guest, old Deputy Dog. Be my guest.
Viacom.
Well,
Everything's gonna be alright.
no, it isn't. It will not be all right. Let's see. God, horrible music.
Nickel, nickel, do-do-la-da-da. Nickel, nickel, do-do-la-da-da. Pepsi Cola hits the spot. 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much to the nickel to Pepsi Cola is a drink for you. Nickel, 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 Pepsi Cola is a drink for you. Cola, it's a spot. 12 ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much as a nickel to Pepsi-Cola is a drink for you. Nickel, 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 go, nickel, 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 go. Pepsi-Cola is a drink for you.
This is someone you should look up. Peter Carew. Because this guy has all these CDs put up. Any one of these CDs would cost about $25, like import CDs of cool American music. But they're all free here. You can listen to them anytime. So, like 25 doo-wop classics, #2. So there's just summertime doo-wop.
Come on, summer.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah, you can make your own playlist. It just goes on forever. All kinds of music. So, yeah, Peter Carew is someone to look up. Yeah, yep. Let's see what's up here. Lots of fun things happening in the world.
There is a simpler explanation, which is that the American people actually value our right to keep and bear arms. You want to know who the members on this side are listening to? It's not some interest group. It's the hundreds of millions of Americans who want their constitutional rights protected, who want to be able to defend their family, and who don't want to see the government taking away their right to defend their home, their lives, and their family. That's something our Democratic friends don't seem to understand. This is not about a checkbook in Washington, D.C. This is about millions of constituents at home. I promise you, when John Cornyn and I go home, it's not the NRA we're worried about. It's Texans looking at us saying, don't you let them take our guns. And there are folks in every state here who feel that way. You know, it was striking during the campaign. In August 2019, Joe Biden was asked about people who think that a Biden administration, quote, means they're going to come for my gun. And Biden replies, bingo, you're right. If you have an assault weapon, the fact of the matter is they should be illegal, period. So we can thank President Biden for letting the cat out of the bag. He's made clear his agenda, and let's use the exact words, they're going to come for my guns, bingo. That's what Joe Biden promised America he wanted to do. And in this case with Mr. Chipman, this is the manifestation of the promise, we're going to come for your guns. Mr. Chipman is a gun control zealot. He spent the last 6 years of his life working for one of the leading gun control organizations. And he came before this committee, and his testimony was remarkable. He testified that he thought Senator Feinstein's legislation on assault weapons didn't go nearly far enough. Now, Senator Feinstein and I disagree on that legislation, disagree strongly. Her sentiments are heartfelt, they're genuine. But Mr. Chipman said Senator Feinstein didn't go nearly far enough. She sought to ban some 2,000 different models of rifle, but he said it didn't go nearly far enough because he'd go after every single weapon people own right now, that he wouldn't just focus on the new sales. He was interested in whatever guns you have at your home right now to defend your family. And to be clear, Senator Feinstein's legislation wasn't just filed, it wasn't just considered in this committee, it was voted on the Senate floor. In the year 2013, I just arrived at the Senate. I was a brand new freshman. Had been here about as long as Senator Padilla, Senator Austin. It was the Harry Reid Senate. So I was in the minority. There was substantial.
When the pandemic hit, we switched to takeout and delivery. It's been really helpful to keep people updated on Google. We're thankful for the support.
Oh, fuck you. What's wrong with this guy? Oh, hi.
I voted for you. I voted for you. No, I got mine. It looks awful good. I got some more. I have to take back these pilots too.
Oh, good. I like the ribbons. Very similar there. We're so excited what you're doing for the country. Mr. President, what did you order?
Chocolate chip.
What is your message to Republicans who are prepared to block the January 6th commission?
Eat some chocolate chip.
Yeah, that's great. Do you see compromise and common ground on that?
On the commission? I think it's. I can't imagine anyone voting against the establishment of a commission on the greatest assault since the Civil War on the Capitol. But at any rate, I can't for ice cream.
Yeah. Let's see. Chocolate chip. Yeah.
For the past several weeks, a fantastic, inhuman criminal.
In his swamp hideout on the outskirts of Goodhaven, the evil frog gets ready to embark on a real diabolical plan of expansion.
Friends, we all think the world should be one big swamp, don't we? Well, I can turn the whole world into a swamp with my new super machine, the Bigger Digger. And I'm going to start right here in Goodhaven. More swamp, more beautiful swamp.
And as the frog's Bigger Digger continues to undermine the town, a call goes out for the mighty heroes. Strong Man, Cuckoo Man, Tornado Man, Rope Man, and Diaper Man.
diving into a swamp. And we've got to stop him before we lose our happy home.
Aha! The mighty heroes are going to try and stop me. We must welcome them to our hideout.
The entrance hatch is under this fake lily pad. See if you can open it, strong man. Guess I didn't have to. Over here, rope man. This trapdoor has a welcome mat on it.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Now stand back out of danger. I'll handle it. It may be another booby trap.
You're right. It was.
I'm always right.
There must be some way to get into this hatch.
Let me try stretching the spring.
Good work, Tornado Man. Getting in will be a snap now.
Oh, it broke. Nice of you to drop in, Diaper Man. Get him! Get him!
I'll spring down and help you, little buddy. Woo! Back, you overgrown tadpoles. I'm here to fight by your side. Good. Then get off my head.
It's a secret passage to the rescue.
Keep on, little buddy. We should get reinforcements any minute now. Listen, strong man. I hear something.
Gung-ho!
They're cuckoo, cuckoo. It's our friends. It's our buddies. They're coming to help. They're finally coming. They're coming. What kept you?
Well, we came as fast as we could.
Well, thank you. Don't mention it.
Now to use my bigger digger and finish them off once and for all.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Why does company always come when we're all tied up?
So long, mighty heroes. Too bad you won't be here to see me undermine the entire world into one beautiful swarm.
Somebody do something. I got my legs free. I'm going to try and spring us out of here.
Hurry, Cuckoo Man.
Yahoo! Hitting the wall jarred us loose. What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Good work, Diaper Man. I'll tie up the scoundrel. That's what you think, Rope Man. There are certain disadvantages to being a rope. Get them, men! Get them!
Hey, fellas, I got me a king-size disposal.
Stop him! He's using my digger to destroy everything! I must shut off the power before it's too late!
Not so fast, Froggy. Leave those controls alone. Hold them, little buddy.
Let me go! The hideout's being flooded!
All ashore that's going ashore. It's off to jail for this fella. And I'll get rid of this digging machine. There, now it can chew itself up.
And so, with the bigger digger destroyed, Good Haven is safe once more. Thanks to the mighty heroes.
Up and away.
Well, what should we watch next?
She left somewhere around 2:30.
Where was she going then, you know?
She was going over to a friend's house, to
How
a
far?
friend's apartment. It
far
was
away?
across the street from the apartment where the party was held.
Would she logically have had reason to get in her car to go across the street, do you think?
Well, it wasn't necessary at all. Of course, she could have.
Had she planned to spend the night in Dallas? She had called home and said she was going to.
As far as we knew, when she left, she was going to this.
Fair Park in Dallas hosts activities and visitors all year round. It's a busy place with museums and concerts and craft shows, but it's also a leisurely place of well-tended grounds with an atmosphere perfect for picnics. But every October, during that season when nights are cool and days are warm and bright, a remarkable transformation takes place. The entire park is given over to a unique adventure, the annual 17-day State Fair of Texas. A whole new world is created inside these gates. Surprises abound, and even rainy days can magically become sunny days at the State Fair. A full year of planning and preparation goes into each fair to provide the variety of activities that make the event so unique. Presiding over it all is Big Tex, and it's hard to imagine a fair without him. He's 52 feet tall. His boots are size 80, and he wears a 400-gallon hat. The fair itself is big, almost as big as the Kingdom of Monaco. The whole world comes to the fair. Exhibits from England, from Japan, from India, from Iceland. Livestock, large and small, from everywhere. There are exciting competitions, too. Livestock, cake baking, the Texas-Oklahoma Football Classic. And how we Americans love competitions. Show us the biggest, the tastiest, the toughest, the prettiest. The fair offers continuous free entertainment. Everything from circuses to fashion shows. From specialty acts to parades. But for now, enough of talk. The next wonderful 17 days in October are in the future. This is to remind you of how it was at the last one, and give you just a hint of what's in store at the next. We could go on and on, show you more and more, but even now, as it is during the event itself, just When you think there cannot possibly be any more, there's always one more delight. State Fair of Texas, a meeting place of tradition and the wonders of tomorrow. An adventure in discovery, excitement, and entertainment. But for now, the fair, like every good entertainer, wants to leave you wanting more. So if you've had fun watching, just wait till next fair. Be there. Make sure you're a part of the world of the State Fair of Texas.
What is this shit? Oh, this is in Russia, huh? Why didn't it just keep going with the playlist? Let's see.
She's right to try and clean her teeth after meals. Yes, after meals you should clean your teeth to remove trapped food particles. But when you can't brush, this is the sensible way. Chew handy, delicious Dentine chewing gum. Dentine is specially made to help keep breath-fresh teeth clean. Here's why chewing Dentine is so important. After eating, food particles may become trapped between teeth. Dentine chewing gum is specially made to help clean away trapped food particles. Helps keep teeth sparkling white, beautifully clean. So see your dentist regularly. And remember, You should brush your teeth after eating, but when brushing isn't possible, chew handy, delicious Dentine chewing gum, regular red, and Dentine spearmint. Dentine is specially made to help keep breath fresh, teeth clean.
Yeah, I didn't want to keep going in that playlist.
Shopping is a pleasure at Dave's Food Store for quality meats and fresh vegetables, plus prompt, courteous service. Shop Dave's Food Store. As an additional treat, try some of Dave's delicious barbecue. Visit Dave and Robert for quality food and prompt, courteous service at Dave's Food Store, 2605 East 4th. Dollar deals every week.
Peacock's got Harry Potter. All 8 movies.
Who gives a fuck? All 8? Were there that many of those damn things? Let's go to the playlist, because I got things to do. Playlist. This channel has no playlist. Nonsense. Okay. Oh, here's my playlist, The History of Humor magazine.
Vlog number 11. It is July 20th, 2019. And this is an upgrade. I recently picked this up because it's in a little bit better shape than my childhood copy. But this is the very first issue of Mad that I ever bought off the newsstand. Spring of 71. So they had portraits of Alfred Newman as world leaders from history. And then the second issue I ever got was this issue from around the same time, April of 71. Pre-Watergate, but Nixon was president at the time. And then there was a huge fad at the time of smiley faces. And issue number 150 was another issue. This is another, I've got a bunch of copies of this issue. Every time I see it, I buy it, and I think I picked this up again recently. But those were the first few issues I ever got as a kid. But of course, over the years, collecting, I've gone through and picked up. This is a June 1960 issue.
The Type 2 era. Setback lives in an island country.
55. This is 41. This is actually out of order. Let's look. So I picked up a lot of early issues over the years. And that is one of the things that influenced me tremendously as a kid, along with Famous Monsters of Filmland. It's a great cover. The Monster Times, Castle of Frankenstein. This issue was designed that no matter who won Nixon, or Kennedy. I'd have to take it out to show you. They have one side of the cover says Kennedy, congratulations, we're with you all the way. And the other side, Nixon, we're with you all the way. And then there were instructions to the newsstand dealer to display it whichever way the election turned out, so that they would scoop all the other magazines on the newsstand the day after the election. And I need to bag these.
Hello, Cookie. You're chewing up the mops.
Please, just one more bite.
So, got 2 copies of that. Oh, well, it's just, I don't need to show you every copy, but this is something that has been a lifelong obsession of mine. I'm going to put issue 55 back in where it should be. Let's see. This is 58, 51, so 55 goes here. Then I have this. Welcome back to the Grottu Orloff channel. What is it? December 14th, 2020. Electoral College voting today. It's going to be very dramatic. So, what's Grottu up to? Continuing to organize comics. We've got some cool stuff to show you today, so join me, shall you? Well, what shall we look at first? Then I show plop. Well, welcome back to the Grottu Orloff program. It is December 15th, 2020. Up here in the comic book room. I need to do more videos in that room. No, the comic book room's back here. This is the room where I organize the comics, and I'm starting to bring more in, and thus the boxes are getting up higher here. And I'm doing something kind of. I think I've lost weight since then. It looks like I got a bunch of new subscribers. There's a National Lampoon episode.
Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? Grottu Orloff knows. And now, live Friday night, from the Grottu Orloff Studios on floor 7, room 3 of the Grottu Orloff International Building of Trade. It's, boys and girls, it's episode 230 of the Grottu Orloff Show.
Yes. It's episode 230. I think we passed 210 subscribers, unless someone unsubscribed, which is very possible. I haven't checked. I haven't been on in a few days, been doing all kinds of important things. Took my wife to the chiropractor a couple of times. We went out and ate at a place called Salsa Joe's. Good thing about the restaurant is it's just a block from our house. And in the old days, it used to be.
David, you know, we come out here for the winter to be with you, and it's like you're not even here with us.
I'm sorry, guys. I've just been talking to a woman all day.
Is she Jewish?
Hi, I'm Dave. I'm located. Hi, I'm Dave.
Dr. Blake's office. What's that? Another one? Oh, yes, I'll tell him. Right away.
Who was that, Jane?
It was City Hospital.
Well, I think I'm going to sign out. Hasta la vista. Sayonara. Adios.
Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Where's my guitar? Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Indeed. I'll be back at some point. Yeah.